Alright guys, it's getting close to 1 in the morning over here, and I'm getting tired, so I thought I'd upload a quick tutorial before I head off to bed, since today's the first day that, well, I got back today basically, so yeah. But yeah, I'm back from my road trip, so you can start expecting more videos and everything. So, well, here's the first little tutorial that I'll be posting since I've been back, and this is just some tips and tricks for editing Sony Vegas. So you see how with this clip it automatically, well, see how it automatically starts playing? Well, a lot of people they have this thing going on, so when they play their clip, well, see how it's paused before it starts to play? That looks terrible in a montage. I mean, usually they don't have all these extra layers, but it's just the way when they capture, they just it's paused when they start the capturing, and they never take the time to cut it. So please just cut the clip. It's not that much, or not that hard. So that's one thing. Also, watch. Let's just say we didn't have all this right here. Wrong button. It's going a little bit slow. Sorry about that. Roadblock is sending me some clips over AIM, which I gotta thank him for. So, but people don't put transitions sometimes in their clips. That looks bad. Or they just have one transition. So that's what it looks like. It just goes black. I mean, you can do this if it syncs right. Like there's a drum beat. Doosh. I mean, you know that can look decent. I don't know. Just try and add transitions, you know. Not much clip there, so there's not much you can really work with. You know, 16 seconds looks fine. So, just make sure you have a transition, so it'll look a lot better than nothing. HD settings, I've been getting this question a lot. Project video properties, you can also alt enter. You're gonna want to choose HDV 720-30p. Now all the other ones work, but they don't have the 29 frames per second, which is what you want, and you'll see that this is now enlarged, and that's how you want it to look. And when you're ready to render, you'll do File, Render As, My First Montage, and then you do WMV version 11 or whatever yours is, and then I just do 4.8 megabytes HD 720-24p. It is a preset, so I just select that and save it, and it will begin to render out of Sony Vegas. Now, another thing is people will be doing these like screen shakes, and they have it like this. First of all, you're gonna want to zoom in because it looks terrible seeing this black space. So if you're gonna do that intense of a screen shake, zoom in a little bit. I mean, don't blind me. Alright, that's the first thing. Also, a lot of people, once they're done with their screen shake, is what they try and do. They try and set it back up themselves, and why go through this trouble? Just, it can be like this, and inverted for all I care. Right click, hit restore. That'll save you a lot of time. It's kind of hard to preview right now. But you get the general idea of it, I hope. So let's delete that, and then restore this to normal. And now we have the regular clip. Some other things, the video effects add stuff that complement the clip, or that just fit your audio. Now sometimes you add those effects that, they're just flashy, and that's okay because you need some of those just to keep people's attention. I'm sure a lot of people have seen SK Fragtail's montage by Madison Designs. There's a lot of editing in that that's just, spectacular. That's, overdone, of course. At least that's how people might say. But, you need some of that. You don't want total simple editing. So add some of that. Color corrections and stuff. Whatever looks good. Just make sure it fits the clip. Alright? Don't overdo it. Don't add some random noise, because that just looks terrible, and no one wants to see that. Now transitions, don't feel bad for using default transitions or preset transitions, because there are some good transitions in here. The flashes, the cross effects are a good one. These are okay to use. I mainly stick to cross effects. Not really dissolve, but you could go in there, but keep it simple, I guess. I wouldn't do this other stuff like page rolls or portals. I don't think that looks very good, so just try and stay away from that. Text. I am terrible with text. If you guys have seen any of my work, you will agree with that. I am just horrible. But let's see what I can do here. You want this. If this was my text, XYZetalonix, I would spell that wrong. Thanks to Viper 360, he gave me the little tip. You kind of want to lower this opacity down some, so it's not so bright. Something like that. I mean, you want it more in the corner, but you kind of get that idea. Don't have your text so blunt, bold, sticking out. It's okay to kind of have it hidden in the video a little bit. As long as you can see it and you think they can see it, you should be fine there. So, those are just some basics when it comes to this. When it comes to editing in Sony Vegas. When I'm editing and I'm syncing, I always disable this audio, and then you have your music layer down here, and I play it, or I select that part, and then I render it out. I usually will go render as, and just do main concept AVC-AAC, MP4 basically, and I just render it as that, so I can view it, so I can just take a quick look at how it's synced, and then if it's good, I leave it, and yeah. Again, you don't want this audio completely so loud. You guys can't hear that, but you're gonna want to usually turn down the gameplay audio once you're done, and you're gonna want to have your music a little bit louder, so you guys understand that stuff. But yeah, if I was a beginner, which I actually still am, and it's just why I do this in some of my videos, stick to syncing. Syncing is the first thing you're gonna learn pretty much when it comes to editing. Just master your basics before you try and do this SK Fragtail stuff. Just, make a whole montage that, is synced well, sounds good, looks good, and, get it out there just to get your name out there and that kind of stuff. Just to know that you can do it. So, yeah, just stick to your basics, and eventually you'll progress. And once you feel comfortable with your editing, start adding effects. Then start adding, a few effects here and there, stuff that also are synced well with the music, and eventually you'll progress. So, this is XYZetalonix, and this is my little quick tutorial.